So, good morning, my friends. Yeah, it's still morning. 11 a.m. here in New York on Saturday. Just took a break from cleaning up a little bit of snow here. We're in the middle of quote unquote a nor'easter, but I seem to be north and west of the storm enough that I'm not getting a foot of snow. I think I've only got 3 inches of snow. So, going to take the opportunity to open up and talk about this car that I teased the other day. So this is the new Auto World Luxury Cruisers, new casting, the one of 16,206. I don't think that's going to be enough. A lot of people are going to want this. So this is the 1977 Lincoln Continental Mark V. These are beautiful cars. These are cars that I have some familiarity with. I never owned one of these, but I did own a 1977 Lincoln, and I have owned plenty of full-size and mid-size Fords, Lincolns and Mercurys. Well, not Mercurys, but trying to think that yeah, I've owned a couple of Mercurys, but not a lot. Great cars. So, of course, those are the three divisions of Ford Motor Company here in the United States, the three brands. That is Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury. And it's always FLM like that, alphabetical order: Ford, Lincoln, Mercury. Ford being the mainstream brand, Lincoln being the luxury brand, and Mercury being the near luxury brand. Or, yeah. So this is a real nice model. I'm going to carefully take this off the card in a few minutes, a few seconds. Let's see. So this is the first release of our 1977 Lincoln Continental Mark V. So the Lincoln Continental Mark V is the fifth of the Continental Mark series. So I believe it is it Chris CRA Diecast down there in Australia that owns a Lincoln Mark III? I believe he had done a video of it. I hope that's the right person I'm getting to see now. That was a very cool car. And that Lincoln Mark III was seen in the Gene Hackman film, The French Connection. Is a pivotal car, of course, in that movie. The Mark IV, which the Mark V actually shares the same chassis with, the Mark IV and the Ford Thunderbird shared the full-size chassis from 1972 to 76, I believe, or is it 73 to 76? The Mark IV. And then in 1977, both the Lincoln and the Thunderbird were revised, and these two vehicles had a 3-year production run from 1977, 78, 79, 1980. Both cars received major revisions. So these two do not sit on the same chassis. The Lincoln is on the full-size chassis. This is actually, at the time, 230 inches, made it the largest two-door Ford model ever produced. Not the longest Ford model, but the longest Ford two-door model. So I'm going to put this on a platform so you can see for a second while I reach for something else to compare it to. Coincidentally, I was watching a video about these cars that I will put in the credits, in the comment section below, or the description, that was saying that these Lincolns were almost as long as a full-size Ford F-150 today. How's that? Okay? So this Auto World late model Ford F-150 XLT Sport is a huge vehicle. Those in the United States or Canada would more likely see these on a daily basis and have a concept of just how big this is. These Lincolns are huge. Let's compare to a car that would be on the roads at the same time. This Datsun or Nissan 510. This is a Dido. I had measured this. I believe this is very close to a true 164. This is Auto World, so this is stated as true 164, and I believe it. So just to get you some, look at that. These are real cars that would have been competing for parking spaces at the time. So that's a fun. Let's take a look at the Beetle. So this is a green light casting. I believe I've measured this, and this is close to true 164. And again, you could almost fit the Beetle in the trunk of the Lincoln. So this Lincoln, an amazingly large car. So only available with two different engines, a 6.6 liter or 400 cubic inch Cleveland small block V8, or a 7.5 liter 460 cubic inch big block V8, were the only two engine choices. The horsepower was 159 horsepower for the 400 cubic inch with 315 pound-feet of torque. And the 7.5 liter was 179 horsepower with 329 pound-feet of torque. If I can read my handwriting from that far. So, of course, this was, as David from Twice Diecast mentioned in his most recent video, this was the Malaise period from 1973 to 1983 in the U.S. market, where because of changing regulation for emissions and economy, and because of the fuel crisis, everybody was scrambling to make smaller, more fuel-efficient vehicles like the Pinto, the Vega, the Gremlin, and the Toyota, Nissan, Volkswagen. I mean, this is when the smaller imports really started to take over the U.S. market. It's where Honda really came into their own. It was the late 70s, early 80s. By 1983, the market had changed significantly. Other than the 67 Fords, I don't have at hand full-size Fords to compare but rest assured, it's basically the full-size frame. So every LTD, Galaxy would have more in DNA with this beast. Autoworld did an excellent job on these. So metal body, metal chassis. Look at all the fine details. You have your, see these two lights here on the front? Now I know because I had that on my Thunderbird. Actually, this, yeah, and my Versailles. Those are a combination of cornering lights or turning lights. The clear one would throw clear light out to the side that when you turned on your turn indicator, it would give you an additional light. And then the other one is just a signal repeater. Turn indicators here, headlamp doors, beautiful Lincoln grill a la Rolls-Royce. Let's see, this hood should open. I just took it out of the package. Let's see. I could be wrong. I think it opens. And I'm sure after I do the video, when I go to put the car away, the hood will just fall open like butter. But it's not opening today. So I'm really excited to have this. I'm really pleased. Now, I noticed that Autoworld doesn't make any mention of this being part of the designer series. So while they have the licensing from Ford, I guess, and I'll explain what I mean. So from 1977 to 1979, actually even beyond that, these Lincolns were sold in designer series. Each one had a special color and interior option. Just going to give you the four names, and they were fashion designers at the time. Bill Glass was the one that I had seen most as a child, which I believe was a blue. The Cartier edition, which, you know, jewelry, Cartier diamonds. Givenchy, which, if I recall, was a green one, and Pucci, Pucci, Pucci. Those were the four designers that each had a special edition during this 3-year run. I think actually every year. And for both the Lincoln and the Thunderbird, 1978 was the Diamond Jubilee year. So that is fantastic. And as I've said before, I owned a 1978 Thunderbird, almost exactly like this one. The only difference is where this is like a brownish red or so here. Mine was green. I had green vinyl strips here, green vinyl roof, green interior. I bought it used. I did not buy it new. I was only 13 when the Thunderbird came out. In 77, I was only 12 when these cars came out. But as a young man, I could buy them used, and I did. Now, so thanks for watching. I can't recommend this high enough. This is a really beautiful model, a piece of Americana, and Autoworld has just done it so well. I mean, I'm not going to pick that there's no white wall on this front tire. Oh, it's just turned around. So I can turn that around. The interior is blue. No additional colors in there. Very nice details. 1979. I cannot see what jurisdiction or what state those plates are. That'll be interesting. Maybe on a bigger screen. So thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay warm. Stay healthy, and I will talk to you soon. Probably either later today or tomorrow. Okay, bye.